In this episode, The Simpsons will be teaching you the law. And as you can see with Homer, sometimes the wheels of justice move pretty slow. And that is definitely the case with competency and restoration. So please be patient, have fun, and learn. This is Krusty the Clown. In this case, he is the criminal, also known as the defendant or the perpetrator. Krusty did a bad thing. He committed a robbery. As you can see, he is holding a gun to Apu, who is a store clerk, and robbed him of money. As a result of that, Krusty was arrested, and he was picked out of a lineup by Apu, and he was booked into jail. Krusty's first court appearance is called an arraignment. At arraignment, the judge will read him his charges. He will ask him to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. He will set his custody status, and he may appoint an attorney to Krusty if he cannot afford one. Krusty decided to take his case to trial. On the right, you'll see the jury. Juries in New York State are comprised of either 6 or 12 people. For felony cases, there will be 12 members selected from your community that will be participating in the trial. On the left, you'll see the judge. He's holding a piece of paper. To the left of him, you see a couple jurors. At the table with the blue hair, that is called the district attorney, or the ADA, or the prosecutor. To the right of them, you see Krusty the Clown with his attorney. His attorney can be called a private attorney, can be called a defense attorney, can be called a public defender, or assigned counsel. Behind them, that area where all the people are seated, that is called the gallery. The gallery is comprised of members from the community that just have an interest in your case. At that trial, there will be 3 witnesses. There will be an expert witness, an eyewitness, and character witness. An expert witness may be someone like a psychologist or a doctor. An eyewitness is somebody that saw the crime, heard the crime, or saw portions of the crime. And lastly, there's the character witness. A character witness is somebody that knows Krusty, that can say maybe he's a good guy, maybe he's a bad guy, he never gets in trouble or he gets in trouble all the time. Usually a character witness is somebody who's like an employer, a neighbor, a friend, or a family member. As Apu is the victim in this case, he will also testify in court. He will testify to what happened that day, who we think did it, and all the circumstances surrounding the crime. At the end of the trial, after reviewing all the evidence and listening to all the testimony, the jury will then decide on a verdict of guilty or not guilty. In New York State, every juror must agree if the verdict is to be guilty. However, the defendant can be found not guilty if one juror decides that they don't think the defendant is guilty. There are also circumstances where the judge may declare a mistrial. A mistrial is when the jurors cannot agree on a guilty or not guilty verdict. The DA would then have the choice to retry the case or dismiss the charges. Krusty was found guilty for his crime, and therefore he was sentenced to county jail. A sentence can be a variety of things. It can be county jail with probation. It can be state prison in the cases of a felony. It could also be a conditional discharge, an unconditional discharge. There could be a fine, and there could be restitution. Let's now take the test. Who do you think Krusty the Clown is? Is he A, the defendant, B, the victim, or C, the district attorney? The answer is A, the defendant. Krusty, because he committed a crime and was arrested for it, has now become the defendant. Who do you think Apu is? Is he A, the judge, B, the victim, or C, the stenographer? Apu is the victim in this case. He was victimized by Krusty the Clown by having his store robbed and having a gun held to his head. What do you think Bart is? Is he A, an assigned counsel, B, a bailiff, or C, a witness? Because he is seated at the side of the judge, Bart is a witness. He provided testimony in the case of Krusty the Clown. A doctor would be considered what type of witness? A, an expert witness, B, a character witness, or C, an eyewitness? The answer is A, an expert witness. Because a doctor has a lot of education, he will testify based on what his education is during the trial, and therefore providing testimony where he's considered an expert in his field. Another type of expert witness could be a psychologist. A person who saw the crime would be considered what type of witness? A, an expert witness, B, a character witness, or C, an eyewitness? Of course, the answer is C, eyewitness, because he saw the crime or portions of the crime or had direct knowledge of the crime. A friend of yours would be considered what type of witness? A, an expert witness, B, a character witness, or C, an eyewitness? The answer is B, character witness. A character witness is someone who knows what type of person you are. That's simple. Which of the following is not a plea? A, not guilty, B, I didn't know it was a crime, C, guilty, or D, no contest? Of course, the answer is B, I didn't know it was a crime. Ignorance of the law is no defense, so you are expected to know what is a crime and what is not a crime. Which two verdicts does a jury decide on? A, not guilty, B, guilty, C, no contest, or D, community service? The answer is A and B. The jury only decides on guilt or innocence. Who is this? A, the bailiff, B, a court reporter, or C, a TV reporter? The answer is B, court reporter, also known as a stenographer. They will keep track of everything that is said in the courtroom during your case. Who do you think the guy next to the judge is? Is he A, bailiff, B, court reporter, or C, TV reporter? The answer is A, bailiff, also known as a court officer these days. His responsibility is making sure that the jury is kept safe, that the rest of the courtroom is kept safe, and to help keep order. Who is this? A. Bailiff, B. Court reporter, C. TV reporter, or D. Judge? The answer is D. Judge. You can tell that she is a judge because she is wearing a black robe and she is holding what they call a gavel, or something that looks like a hammer. That is designed to get people's attention in the courtroom. Who do you think this is? A. The DA, B. The ADA, C. Prosecutor, D. District Attorney, or E. All of the above? The answer is E. All of the above. Who might this be? A. The defense attorney, B. Assigned counsel, C. Legal aid, E. Private attorney, or D. All of the above? The answer is D. All of the above. What do you call all the people in the back of the courtroom in the area that they sit? A. Audience, B. Family, C. Victims, or D. Gallery? The answer is D. Gallery. Well, that concludes our Krusty the Clown prison special. I thank you all for joining me, and I hope you learned something today. I will talk to you soon.